Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Georgetown Hoyas and the Texas Longhorns.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
A look at the Hoyas starting group. Lopez, he's in at the point. Warren is out there at Price. Then there's Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard, in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that. But guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
Lopez has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. That's tipped. Left side Turner, the 11-footer, and he gets the bucket. Texas on D. It's a three-point game. Lopez against Edwards. Lopez, no luck. Now here's Doherty. D right on him. Inside. Here's Ford. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Lopez outside. It's up a three. Good. Lopez has got 8.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now Rush. There's the pick. Richmond outside. And Blair kicks to Turner. Longhorns passing it around. Rush dishes to Blair. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, no good. So Georgetown will take it the other way. Lopez passes to Felix. Shot from the top of the key, and Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got 10 points. Here is Blair. Richmond outside, passes to Hudson. Back to Richmond. Blair, the screen. Here's the screen. Pass to Richmond. A 15-footer. No luck. Good D by Lopez.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
On the court for the Longhorns, Hudson goes out there with Turner. Then it's Richmond, and it's Blair in at the point. Both teams will make substitutions. Texas trails by 12. And we've seen Durant go on and do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year. The first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
Ellis kicks to Doherty. Yes, and it's Ellis. picking up the assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The shot's good from Lopez.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Lopez with the steal. And now the Hoyas on the break. Pulls up for three. And another three for Georgetown.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Edwards. Good D by Lopez. Hoyas leading by 16. There's the three. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
And through the first half, a pretty long. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Yeah, Freak and his team hit the ground running and have a big lead here through the first half. Everything's clicking for them.
And this is what you expect star players to do. You want them to come out and beat teams early. It takes a special talent like Freak to be able to control the game like he did in that first half.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Lopez. He's in at point guard. Price is out there with Warren. Then there's Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the 2 guard. Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas.
No way that's a foul.
They've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
And for the Hoyas, they really are one of the defining members of their conference. Hard to think about hoops in the Washington, D.C. area without thinking about the Hoyas. The blue and gray they wear is really just iconic.
Pass to Doherty. Now, here is 4. Guarded closely. They get the rebound. The second chance effort. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless. And you know, the Hoyas only have one college tournament title in their history. They won it all in 1984 and then returned in '85 to the title game, only to be upset by Villanova.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Warren, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early.
Here's Lopez. They've got Doherty. Ellis is out there with Edwards. And it's Warwick in at the center, locking down the middle. Texas trails by 18. Doherty the pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc, and it's sent back by Lopez. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards. Joseph with the rebound.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Here's Lopez. No luck. And Texas the other way now.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Finished off the break. Lopez has got 30 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hoyas?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Ellis goes in. Doherty the screen. Ellis kicks to Edwards. Pulls up on the elbow. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Lopez, no luck. Texas trails by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hoyas.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Lopez. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
He kicks to Hudson. Releases. And again, it will drop another make there from Lopez. Lopez has got 32 points.
Guys, it's over. I think we can say that now with certainty.
I'm with you. I mean, we'd like to officially welcome everybody to garbage time.
Warwick, no luck.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Fires the three. Lopez, no luck. There's 25 seconds left in this one. And Doherty kicks to Warwick. Knocked away. And there's the pass to Edwards. There's the pick. He feeds it to Warwick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here.